YouTube! Guy who doesn't play Duel Links rates Duel Links ban list. What have they hit this time round? Did they finally hit the mil 25 whatever nonsense thing? I don't know what the best deck is. I think it's branded. That's all I know. Let's see what happened. All right, March upcoming updates. Who's that? Businessman Mokuba? Isn't like the Femboy Mokuba the best deck in the game right now? Announced cards. Upcoming updates. Wait, no, there it is. Forbidden limited list. That's what I'm looking for. All right, here we go. Ban list. Clan list. Aurora Paragon has been banned. When another monster is normal summoned to either player's side of the field, destroy this card. Neither player can special summon monsters. Wow. The card that says you can't do something is banned. Galaxy Wave. Continuous spell. Each time you exceed summon, inflict 250 damage to your opponent. Is there just like 10 bans for FTKs every single Duel Links change, dude? Just like the most nothing cards in the game being banned. Chronomaly Atlantis is being limited to 1. This card was never going to do anything reasonable, okay? We just watched some Table 500 replays featuring this card, so makes sense. I think it just like halves your opponent's life points or something, right? Yep, there it is. Gallant Granite limited to 1. Yo! Okay, at least it's playable. You know, every couple of months, I'll tag back into Duel Links and I'll play my Adamancipator deck. So, you know, be careful what you do here, Konami, alright? It's very important that I get to play Block Dragon. Nightmare Corruptor Ibli is limited to 1. See, the limited to 1 stuff is obviously very impossible to understand or know without any other context in Duel Links. But, I mean, if we just kind of look to see what we're doing so far. So, Floodgate banned. FTK banned. FTK banned. I'm not sure what Gallant Granite was limited for. So, we can give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he was just a really healthy, fun card. Smile. Nightmare Corruptor Ibli. Pseudo FTK. Floodgate. Wait, that's it? They were just searching Nibiru? Was that too broken for Duel Links? I guess so. Flying Sea. So we've got Floodgate, Nibiru Searcher, FTK, FTK, Floodgate. Alright, do we have any actual balancing changes? Hey, Trudade! This card was banned? Ooh. Hey, Trudade's back. That's crazy. God, this thing has been banned forever, right? I'm sure this thing has been on the list for years, because I feel like I remember playing this. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Fun strategy. Fun strategy. Do you consider banning floodgates and FTKs unfair? Well, no, it's just like... Can they not just do this in, like, one big fell swoop? Right? Like, what if they just take all of the cards that are floodgates and just ban, like, 100 of them at once, you know? Do we gotta do, like, 10 at a time for the next 15 years? Right? Scared. Floodgate. Each player can only special summon a monster once. Okay, very awesome. Tachyon Transmigration. Okay, not a floodgate, to be fair. Just a really good card. Really busted card. Tachyon Transmigration is a hand trap Solemn Judgment that negates not just the card that you're chaining to, the entire chain. The whole chain, like the entire Magic the Gathering stack gets demolished. Shaddoll Schism back to 2. Ooh, Shaddoll's making a comeback. I would love to play Duel Links. This game is so freaking good, other than all the floodgates and degeneracy. But I ain't trying to, like, you know, spend $1,000 for a deck, you know? It's just, it is what it is. Another Tachyon card, semi-limited. What does this do? Target a Dragon Galaxy control to the end of this turn can't be destroyed by battle. It's unaffected by card effects. Unaffected by card effects. Yeesh. Control Tachyon Dragon Monster. You can activate this card from your hand. So it's a themed, like, Forbidden Lands that just makes your guy towers for the turn. Can't be destroyed by battle and unaffected by card effects. Bro, like, what do you mean? That's just like a literal tower turn skip. Tachyon good, huh? Masquerade limited to 3. Oh, wow! You mean to tell me that the burn card in the game that has 4,000 life points is toxic? Ain't no way. And by the way, it's not even a burn. That's the broken thing about Masquerade. So for those of you who don't actually know anything about Duel Links, in Duel Links, burn damage is halved. So if you activate like a Lava Golem, you give your opponent Lava Golem, it doesn't burn for 1,000, it burns for 500. Masquerade was not adjusted for that reason. It's a cost, you see? So it forces your opponent to pay life points. It doesn't burn them, but they didn't, like, you know, what's the word? balance that when they printed the card in Duel Links. They didn't make it 300. They just let it stay at 600. So, why did they? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, Ptolemy says unlimited. I'm sure nothing can go wrong with this card, right, guys? Widow Anchor unlimited. Oh, some striker releases. Heroes are so freaking back. Stratos from 3 to unlimited. Zodiac. All right, when are we getting Zeus? When are we getting Zeus? I'll play Duel Links if we get Zeus. They should print Zeus in Duel Links. It can't do anything. You can't summon it. Unless, I mean, you can, but you can't. You know what I'm saying? Emergency teleport. He's so freaking back. How do you summon it? By overlaying 2 level 12s, idiot. What do you mean? Have you ever heard of a deck called Earth Machine? 1 for 1 at 3 copies. That's kind of crazy. In a game with like 20 card decks, I mean, everyone's playing 30 cards anyway, because imagine being allowed to play 20 cards and you still willingly play like 30. That's how busted the game is now, man. Light Stage, welcome back. Void Ogre, unlimited. Cobalt. So this is just cleaning up a bunch of just old decks that aren't good anymore, right? Crimson Gaia, Salmon Great Circle, Cybernetic Overflow. Oh my god, Cyber Dragons? Hasn't this deck been not good for like 3 years or something? Same with Salmon Great Circle, by the way. Majesty of the White Dragon, unlimited. Rush! Okay, this is this is the one I don't know anything about. Right, Rainopolis. I will say, one thing I really like about Rush Duel is their card layouts are, I think, maybe have the potential to be the future of Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? You have like the activation requirement clearly labeled. It's paragraphed. And the effect is, well, this card in the face-up field zone, Aquas on the field gain 200 and face-up non-Aquas lose 200. They limited this? Was that too good? Okay. All right. They're playing a game over there, that's for sure. Elemental Circulation. Reveal a level 6 or 7. Reveal a what now? Reveal a level 6 or 7 warrior type fusion in your extra deck to your opponent and send a warrior from monster whose name is mentioned as material of it from your hand to the graveyard. Draw 3. I've seen enough. Wait, no, there's more. Then send a card from your hand to the graveyard. If you do, you cannot activate monster effects until the end of the turn except those warriors. Oh, that's so like no restriction. Jesus. Cornful Charity? Bro, what? Is Rush Duel like, you know how Magic the Gathering does all these like stupid parody sets and collabs and stuff like, is that what is going on in Rush Duel? Like, what is Cornful Charity? If you have a face-up Aqua on your field and an Aqua in your grave, draw 2. Then place a card from your hand on the bottom. Okay, then. That's great. Rice Terrace Crisis. I feel like I'm just looking at a different game here. When your opponent specials a monster from the hand or graveyard, change up to 2 face-up monsters in your opponent's field to face-down defense whose total levels equal 12 or less. Okay, so it's just Daruma Cannon. Nice. Can Melody. Is Can the archetype name or? Oh, it's also like colon D, like Happy Face. Return another face-up level 5 or higher monster from your field to the hand. Shuffle a face-down card from your opponent's field into the deck. And if your life is lower than your opponent's, add a level 1 Psychic normal from grave to hand. What they do to this card? They unlimited it? It doesn't seem amazing. But I mean, I guess they didn't like hit it too hard. It was at 3. I don't know, I guess I heard Psychics were pretty insane in Rush Duel at one point. Psychic stuff. I don't know if that's like a thing. This guy's been in the game since the beginning, right? Multi-strike Dragon Draggy-ass. I feel like this is one of the first cards ever released in Rush Duel. Send the top card of your deck to the grave. This turn, if this card destroys the monster by battle, it can make a second attack. Blackluster Soldier! Blue Fang Burst Dragon. Who's that supposed to be? Send the top card of your deck to the grave. Destroy a face monster with 15 or less attack on your opponent's field. They're unlimiting that? Is that not busted? The Dark Hole Dragon. Gains attack with the number of monsters destroyed. Card isn't good? It seems nuts. It's power crept. Oh, okay. Dynamic Dino Dynamics. You can maximum summon this card together with Dynamic L and Dynamic R. Maximum mode. If your opponent has no face-up level 9 or higher monsters on the field, send a monster from your hand to the grave. Destroy 2 monsters on your opponent's field. Maximum! Star Restar, unlimited. Place a card from your hand on the bottom of the deck and special level 5 or lower normal from your grave, then add a fusion from grave to your hand. Type change beam. That's amazing artwork. What the hell? Look at that. Choose up to 3 face-up monsters on the field. This time the monsters become the same type as the monster revealed from the hand. Okay. We got some skill changes for speed here. Theater of the Branded lost the free Despia of the Branded and the ability to search Branded opening from the second effect of the skill. And it can now only search a Despia monster or a Theater. It also lost the ability to mill a Despia from its third effect. Sorry, third effect? Shinato's Judgment no longer requires the shuffle back, but now only searches 1 card with a second effect, and it lost the free Change of Heart. You read a Duel Links, like, skill balance, and it's like, yeah, so they stopped you doing this for free, that for free, and it no longer does this for free. It's like, oh, okay, cool. So the +4 skill got nerfed. Who could have seen that coming? Transcending Strength reveal any rocket tuner for its second effect, not just Synchron. The Precious Cards skills now all operate like Precious Cards of the Water for the respective attribute. Okay. Alright. This is a big ban list, right? It seems pretty big. I mean, I don't know. There's not like too much relevant here other than the Galaxy hits. Like, I don't know how relevant the Floodgate hits are. Like, maybe they're just kind of like annoying gimmick decks. Or, worst case scenario, real meta-relevant decks were using all of these things. Right? Branded has lost a lot of card advantage from the skill nerf. Yeah, good. Yeah, anything but suffering for the Brandies, please. July 11, 2020. Cybernetic Overflow limited to 2. February 2020. 6 years? 2,056 days limited to 2 and could have come back hundreds of days before. Dude, 100, try 1,000 days before. And compare that to the time to give them their favorite archetype, Blue Eyes, their Toxic Trap back. I don't consider me competitive at all, but isn't like Traptrix clearly the new best deck? It probably is. Traptrix loses Nibiru Search, but they can do Masquerena setup or try to draw staples with Dugares. Sorry, is Traptrix like a combo deck in Duel Links? Damn. Ban a Norrentino. Branded and Shinobird are so dead. The going second effect got killed and consistency is awful now, and losing a Branded Fusion on Masquerade on top of the skill nerfs is awful. Traptrix got basically no hits, and B-Trooper will still summon Moth, but at least they killed most of the degen stuff, like Aurora Paragon and Dart Magician FTK. B-Trooper, what does a B-Trooper deck look like now? The Retaliating Sea is limited and Scary Moth is limited. The Retaliating Sea isn't actually there because it summons itself. I mean, I guess maybe that happens sometimes, but it's actually a really good normal summon in B-Trooper as well. Oh, yikes. Yeah, so they can't play Tretch anymore. Oh, wow. Yeah, so you have to pick between Retaliating and Scary Moth. Huh. Damn, this seems like a really heavy hit, because Retaliating Sea is a really good starter. Huh. Well, yeah, so, yeah, Duel Links ban list, clan list, ban list. Hopefully we get some financial incentives that aren't, you know, please play our game for $500 per deck, and I will be there. Until then, here's my really smart, in-depth analysis of the Duel Links ban list. Bye-bye.